Jai Guruji, Jai Sangat Ji. Today I will be reading a satsang of Rajendra Singh Kenneth, devotee and chief sound engineer. A chilly type of healing. We went to Guruji after we had heard about him from one of our friends. Guruji blessed us and had told us to come twice a week. At this time, I was suffering from piles and blood sugar. At the Sangat, we were served langar, which had a lot of chilies in it. I was afraid because I knew the chilies could aggravate my piles problem. But since the langar was Guruji's blessed food, I decided to have it anyways. To my surprise, as I continued to come and have langar, my condition began to improve. And one day, the condition that had provoked resistance to treatment for the past 10 years went away. Now I even take extra chilies with my meals at home. As for my blood sugar levels, they were a high of 124 after fasting and at 175 post paradile. Ideally, the maximum level should not be beyond 100 or 140. On top of it, I was eating at least half a kilo of sweets as prasad at Guruji's whenever I was there. Normally, my sugar levels should have increased, but on the contrary, it came down to 91 and 141. In fact, these days I have to occasionally eat sugar to ensure that my sugar levels do not drop. I have also stopped taking diabetes medicine at night and have reduced the morning dose. Such has been Guruji's grace. I suffered from another problem, a blockage of the urinary passage. Before coming to Guruji, a minor operation had been performed on the advice of doctors in Sir Ganga Ram Hospital. But 2 months after the operation, the urethra again became blocked. The same doctor again suggested an operation, telling us that after healing, the urinary passage narrows down. The second operation was done too, but I could not pass urine after 4-5 months. I reached out to one of Guruji's devotees and asked him to mention the problem to him. Guruji advised a remedy, and after it was taken, I was well. Now, occasionally the problem reoccurs, but it gets treated due to Guruji's grace. We lived in a rented flat in Rajuri Gardens in the main market. In 1999, the landlord sold the flat to a builder who wanted to construct showrooms. The landlord put pressure on us to vacate the house, but it was not possible to shift to new residence immediately. One day while taking leave, I told Guruji of the problem. Respected Guruji looked at me and listened but said nothing. I repeated my words. He did not reply. I decided that since Guruji was not responding, we should confine ourselves to prayers and rest would happen by itself. But the reason behind Guruji's silence was revealed the next day. We were coming for the Sangat when we got held up in traffic jam at Dhola Khan. All of a sudden, the car brakes failed. A mechanic came to help us, and the brake was repaired in a short time. Thankfully, the brake failure had taken place where it did and when it did. Otherwise, we would have been in a serious accident. It was quite clear to me that the previous day, while I was asking Guruji about my house, he was preventing a mishap from taking place. I was requesting his intervention in a minor issue while he was intervening even then to save us from certain death. Moreover, his blessings did not leave us stranded at our old house. Within a month, with Guruji's blessings, I was able to buy a new house. Everyone is blessed. Every devotee of Guruji gets continually blessed. No one is left out from Sadguru's grace. Even those who have his photograph or those who pray to him or hear about him are recipients of his most munificent grace. Such is the case of my brother-in-law Gurucharan Singh Man and his family who live in Nabha. We used to narrate our experiences with Guruji to them. One day he came to Delhi for darshan and Guruji blessed him, telling him to enjoy and be merry. His daughter-in-law asked for Guruji's photograph and it was given to her. A few days later, she was lucky enough to have Guruji's darshan in a dream. She was pregnant at this time and with Guruji's blessing gave birth to a baby boy. As with all children that Guruji blesses, the boy is very active and intelligent beyond his years. When the lucky couple asked Guruji for a name for the child, he christened him Gurbhajaneet Singh. Once Guruji takes a family under his grace, they remain under his protection for all times. When Gurucharan had severe pain in his kidneys, he prayed to Guruji for his blessings. He was cured and relieved in no time. Then after some time, my brother-in-law had agonizing pain in his urethra due to a stone formation there, which was not getting relieved even with the strong painkillers. He asked me to put across his problem before Guruji. I prayed before Guruji and he just nodded. Soon Gurucharan's stone and the associated pain vanished from the urethra. Another problem cropped up before Gurucharan. He runs a private school and in 2005 the government issued orders banning unauthorized private schools. He rang me up and told me to pray before Guruji. We prayed at Bare Mandir and told him to apply for recognition and pray in front of the photograph of respected Guruji. He did and applied for recognition for his school. Guruji was kind enough to bless him. His school was the first to be recognized and the enrollments in the school increased. Guruji keeps giving everybody his blessing. What is needed is devotion and faith. One does not even need to tell Guruji of problems and fears. Guruji gives us whatever we need. That is, he generates whatever we need and gives it to us. Secondly, he rectifies whatever is not operating properly. Thirdly, he destroys whatever is inimical. For these reasons, Guruji is God. God means generation, operation, destruction. We are fortunate to have his darshan and the chance to speak to him. The next satsang I'll be reading is by Rajinder Paul S. Randhwa from Jalandhar. He's the market committee chairman. Guruji bails out devotee from murder rap. Rajinder P.S. Randhwa was a promising young politician of Jalandhar when his life took a sudden turn. Randhwa, then president of District Youth Congress, was going to a police station to thrash out a compromise with the ruling Akali Dal Badal group. A gunman had been granted to him by the state for his protection. As the two groups were reaching the police station, Randhwa was attacked. His gunmen came in between Akali Dal politician and Randhwa. The politician tried to take out his weapon and in the ensuing melee, the gunman's carbine fired and the Akali Dal politician died. Charges under Section 302 for murder that carried an imprisonment of 10 years were framed against Randhwa. His distraught family sought help from saints and Babas, but to no avail. Then Randhwa's wife reached Guruji's door. Guruji told her that she had a love marriage and love's power would bring back her husband. He predicted that a compromise would take place between the two parties. Guruji then went to Delhi. Randhwa was meanwhile in jail pending trial. He had Guruji's photograph with him in his cell and would clutch it as a lifesaver. Soon Randhwa was granted interim bail for a fortnight. He went to Guruji immediately and could not stop crying. Guruji told him that he would become an MLA and a minister. All that Randhwa could think of at that time was that he was sitting in jail. After asking Guruji, Randhwa applied for an extension of bail for 6 months, which was granted to him. During this period, as Guruji had predicted, a compromise was worked out with the family of the slain Akali leader. Randhwa clarified what had happened during the incident and explained how he was innocent of the charges framed. As far as trial proceedings were concerned, the evidence was in favor of Randhwa, but the trial was getting extended, with the judge giving date after date. But a day before the final hearing, Guruji came to Jalandhar. Randhwa says that Guruji must have come to give his blessings. His wife went to Sadguru and he said that the judge would give a final decision that very day. It was exactly as Guruji had foreseen. Randhwa was acquitted of all charges in the final order given out in its entirety the next day. After the court had declared him innocent, Randhwa went straight to Guruji's feet. The just freed leader wanted to quit politics, but Guruji asked him to continue, for it was his duty. Thanks to Guruji, Randhwa found himself a free man. Pet protection. Guruji is the embodiment of mercy for him. For him, there is no one high enough or low enough. Even the mute appeal of nature reaches his tender heart. Unsurprisingly, thus, Guruji's protection went so far as to even touch Randhwa's pets. Randhwa liked dogs and would keep them as pets, but the puppies would never survive. It seemed his Rottweiler would go the same way. Randhwa took the sick dog to the vet and a drip was attached to the dog. But the pet began vomiting. Randhwa brought back the dog, which was clearly in its last stages. On a whim, he began taking it towards Guruji's mandir. Just then, he spotted Guruji with a few devotees on the way. It was afternoon and Guruji asked him whether he expected him to take care of dogs too. Randhwa explained that he had happened to meet him. Guruji gave him blessings and the pet's condition improved. The Rottweiler lived for around 6-7 more years. Jai Guruji, Jai Sangat Ji.